Hey everybody, Sam Davidson here with MEA Worldwide, and I am here with Frankie Grande. You guys know his name, but he is an LGBTQ activist, singer, actor, now a gamer. I mean, you literally do it all. It's crazy. I'm completely honored to have you here.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much for having me.
And I just last week saw you in Hollywood's Rock of Ages.
Yeah, let's rock out. Rock of Ages.
Fantastic.
Thank you so
were
much.
originally in the Broadway production.
Yes, I was.
How did this all come around?
So you want to go back to Broadway?
Yeah, let's go back there.
It's kind of really fun because I was on Big Brother, and then when I was on Big Brother, part of my whole shtick was I was a chorus boy on Broadway, and I really was aspiring to be a lead, and so I said on the live feeds, I was like, I really want to be Franz in Rock of Ages. And someone took that clip and sent it to one of the producers. And then as I was walking out of the house, first of all, I got an agent, and then that agent was literally like, and we have an offer for you to be in Rock of Ages on Broadway. So that's how that little component of it happened.
And what year was that?
That was in 2014.
Okay.
And I had already had 3 final callbacks for that show. So I had been so close to booking it, but then it was too tall, too short, whatever it was. And then, so it took reality TV to convince them that I was the right person for the part. And then it just went so well. And it was so well received. And I was just part of the family. So then when the lead producer Matt Weaver asked me if I wanted to be part of this new, originate the role in this immersive setting and environment in Los Angeles, I was like, yes, absolutely. I would love to do that. And it has been really cool. It's totally different than the Broadway show, completely different. So it's been really fun to get to do it out here.
Yeah, and it's such an immersive experience.
Yeah.
You're there, it's dinner theater mixed with just the audience being a part of it. But I'm one of the only people, I think I will say, that loved the movie.
You did?
I did.
We found you.
I know. I think I'm the only
found
person. I am the only person. That said, I have a bone to pick with the movie because your character is not in it.
Yeah, it was hard for me to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what they did, they decided to do by cutting Franz from the film and cutting Regina and making them all part of Catherine Zeta-Jones' weird,
church,
it was a lot.
See, now I see it from your guys' eyes after seeing the show that you were in here in Hollywood. I'm like, oh, I get why people are a little bit upset about the movie.
Yeah, you cut a big part of the heart out of the show because it's not only about Drew and Sherry.
Yeah.
It's about Franz and his dad. It really is, and it's about just their dreams and how dreams change, but not only Drew and Sherry's, but Franz's and Regina's and his father. They're a big part of the heart of the show. Yeah. It's nice to get to play the heart of the show.
Absolutely. It's so fun. I mean, you guys, those in Los Angeles and those not, come to see it because it's fun.
Come to the show.
And there are, I think it's going to be here for quite a while. I know that, your run is going to be until around May.
Yes.
You never know. But when I was at the show and they opened and he was just like, we're going to be here for a really long time.
Yeah.
They rented the space. It's an absolutely beautiful space.
It's an open-ended run for the show, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's 10 years or something.
Yeah, exactly. And you can check my dates because I'm going to post my dates on my Twitter.
Yeah.
And my Instagram, so you can just look at. I have a week off to go see my grandmother and things like that. So make sure you check the blackout dates. Don't come when I'm out on the show. Although my understudy is great, but don't come when I'm out on the show. Yeah, you can check out my dates on my Twitter. I'll make sure that it's all very clear.
And so I initially met you on a carpet a couple weeks ago, and you are absolutely lovely. And
thanks, sweetheart.
I just find your life and your career absolutely fascinating.
Same.
You were a triple major in college.
Yes.
And the third major had nothing to do. What were all your majors?
Biology, theater, and dance. Triple major.
So biology.
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, for example, I'm obsessed with the Netflix television show Pandemic. I'm watching it and binge watching it, and I remember being in the chem lab and doing titration and little pipettes and oh my god, I love science so much. I really am truly right and left side of the brain firing at all cylinders at all times. So like I'm a scientist, and it's just something that I absolutely loved growing up. My dad was a doctor. I would round with him, and I just fell in love with the medical profession, and I wanted to do that. So yeah, I wanted to be a triple major. I got a degree in Bachelor of the Arts, Bachelor of the Sciences, and then I just kind of like gave myself a year to be on Broadway. And if I wasn't on Broadway within a year, I was going to med school. And then I got into Mamma Mia within the first year. So my path was chosen.
My personal favorite musical, so bow down to Mamma Mia.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. It's such a fun one. And that, I enjoyed the movies of Mamma Mia.
Yeah?
Those I enjoyed. Being in the Broadway show, I truly enjoyed the films.
Well, you also have so many other amazing things going on. You've become a huge advocate of the LGBTQ community.
Thanks.
How would you say that your job as being an advocate has changed over the past 4 years, and how you've kind of put it more like as an emphasis in what you do?
Yeah, well, I mean, in the past 4 years, our administration has gotten increasingly more aggressive towards anti-LGBT legislation and towards stripping away rights that we have been fighting for all of these years prior to our current administration being in office. So it was my responsibility to step up as an advocate. Also, like, I have the platform, I have the voice, I have the brain, like, put all those things together and I can actually affect change in this world and also inspire other people who are in places of power or allies, we love our allies, to step forward on behalf of the LGBT community and be like, you know, these people deserve to be treated with equality, deserve to be treated with respect, like, stop treating us like a subclass of human, because that is not what we are. In fact, we're the most fabulous class of human, you know?
I mean, has anyone ever been to West Hollywood? Because it is literally the most pristine, beautiful part of Los Angeles.
It's so rainbow.
I must say.
It's so great. We love it. But yeah, so I kind of just stepped up in my advocacy. Because also we have an election coming up, and as someone with a platform and a brain, it is time to let everyone know that our current administration is not the way that we need to continue down for another 4 years. Like, we need to make sure that everyone is registered to vote, everyone shows up to the polls, and everyone votes for an inclusive president, someone who's going to look at all of us. And not just a very small majority of the people that are on this planet as their leader.
And so do you think there's any other artists right now, obviously besides yourself, there's so many, that you're really proud of the work that they have done in the LGBTQ community?
Well, I think in the LGBTQ community, you know, I really love, I mean, I'm still stuck on registering to vote, and you know, obviously my sister
Great.
registered the most people to register to vote ever. Was my sister in her concerts and just having people there. So it was pretty amazing, like, you know, to be part of that family and part of a legacy that's, you know, trying to have change on this world. Which is really great.
Yeah,
and, you know,
making change.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
beautiful.
And, you know, it's great, and it's great to have allies. You know, like I think about people that started the LGBTQ revolution back in the day, like Madonna. You know, like I went to her show at the Wiltern over here this year, and she's the first person that really stood up for the gay community on a big public level with her performances and her dancers, and in a time when people were like really confused and had no idea what was going on, she was like, I'm standing with these people. You know, and obviously she still does to this day. So she's probably like my first like ally that I've ever looked up to, and a huge reason of why like I was so comfortable coming out when I did.
And one of the things I love about you is that even now you are a gamer. You're getting on Twitch.
Yeah.
And you and your boyfriend, you know,
Yeah.
you're doing it. So that is a huge platform, and it's mostly male.
Yeah. Very
Mostly
broy.
straight male.
Yeah,
very
exactly.
broy.
Yeah.
So was that a big fear of yours at all, becoming a part of it? And how did you kind of get onto that platform with still being true to the platform and also being true to yourself?
It wasn't a fear, it was a motivation. Like, I was like, I went to E3, which is a gaming convention, and I saw no one that looked like me. And in that, seeing that and seeing how, you know, like, kind of straight, hetero, male dominated the field was, I was like, this is actually something that we need to do, because Hale and I, our love very much grew from gaming and from playing games together, and that's our love language, part of our love language. So I was like, we need to show the world this. Like, we need to make sure people understand that, like, again, like, gay people are not just one thing, like we are so multi-hyphenate, we are like multifaceted, we're just people. Like, who we love in our bedroom is very much like that's all that it is that makes us gay. Everything else, like, we can be anything. So it was very much part of my agenda to show the world, that like we can be gay gamers on Twitch, and people have been so supportive. Hale streams like all the time, and he has a lot of like guys that come in and that are like, straight guys, like the bro-y guys, and they like love to watch him, and they love to watch us together, and like it's been a very, we found it to be very inclusive, which has been really nice.
So what's your favorite video game?
We are crushing Dead by Daylight right now. Like, that is all we play, like 24/7. I think it's like because we've never really, we just discovered it on Twitch. Like, someone was like, you should play Dead by Daylight. We were like, okay, and then we just became obsessed with it, and now we're like Dead by Daylight streamers. But we've been streaming Overwatch before that. I love Overwatch so much, but like Dead by Daylight has completely taken over our lives. Oh, and Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh.
Very fun.
Actually, I feel like I could probably play that.
Yeah, it's really fun, yeah. Dead by Daylight's pretty intense.
And so let's talk about your single, I Got Me. Like, what really was behind that song?
Well, originally, I sat down with the writer, Jeremy Schoenfeld, and we discussed, like what I wanted to communicate in the song. And I was very much like, like, I don't need anyone, I got myself, like, da-da-da-da-da, like super confident and strong. But like, when I ended up cutting the song and listening back to it, it was actually coming from a place of fear that I initially went ahead and like said those things. So the song didn't end up resonating with me and like being true at all until, flash forward 3 years later, when I'm 2.5 years sober, 2 years and 7 months sober, and I truly like actually believe the words that I'm singing about in that song. So when I come to look at it now is like the song when I wrote it was actually a prayer for like a life that I hoped one day I would actually live. And now that I live that life, it was time for the song to come off the shelves and get put and shared with the world.
And I can't wait to hear more of your new music. Would you have a dream collaboration? Like Dead or Alive, let's say.
Dead or Alive.
I did that kind of on purpose.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, I did.
David Bowie. For sure, hands down, my God, we could do like Under Pressure, the sequel, like something super cool. Actually, me, Freddie Mercury, and David Bowie. Sounds great.
Whoa.
Sounds awesome.
That sounds really awesome.
Yeah, the next Bang Bang.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Sadly, that's not going to happen. And, well, one day when we're gone, we'll be in heaven, and all of a sudden I'll see Frankie up there,
Yeah, with Freddie Mercury,
and David Bowie, and I'll be like, he did it.
Jamming out. It'll be so fun.
And so after Rock of Ages Hollywood is over, what are your biggest aspirations and your next plans?
Definitely more music and definitely more theater. Probably heading back to New York City to do something on out there. Can't say anything yet because we don't got no pen to paper yet, but it's exciting. Awesome. Exciting new things, but and also TV. I do everything all the time. That's the greatest part. Like, I'm still gonna be on social media. I'm still gonna be on Twitch. I'm still gonna be on television. I'm still gonna be on theater. I'm still gonna be releasing music. Like, I just never stop working, and it's a joy.
I kind of have one more job I want you to start.
Okay.
Because of your background in biology and all of that, I mean, how about like a makeup or hairline? Like, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Oh, like actually chemically develop my own makeup or hairline.
Yeah.
That would be really
That'd
neat.
be pretty cool. I'm just going to put it in your head there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you,
it was
sweetheart.
an absolute pleasure. And guys, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Peace.